Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, Susan, thanks very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Sports Call presented by Ireland Contracting on the Bordas & Bordas hotline, which is always 412-575-2600, and your invitation to call us with your take on Pittsburgh sports. You can also tweet us tonight at KD Pomp, at Ron Cook PG. We begin with the Penguins coming back together. Late afternoon practice today after a three-day All-Star break. It's been a month interrupted with breaks. They had the Christmas break, they had the bye week, and now they had this. But through it all, the Penguins have gone 8-3 in January and have moved up the ladder in the Metropolitan Division to the point where it is very clustered. Washington, first place, 63 points, right behind Columbus and Pittsburgh with 57 each. The Devils, along with the Flyers at 56. The Rangers and Islanders at 53. All of these teams have games in hand on the Penguins. Ron Cook of the Post-Gazette and 93.7 The Fan is here. And Ron, the fact that those teams all have games in hand is important because for example, New Jersey's case, they have 3 games in hand, which essentially could be 6 points. So these head-to-head games coming up, especially beginning Friday night when Washington comes to town, are going to be huge.
Yeah, I mean, the Penguins 8-3 in the month of January have put themselves in a nice spot back in the playoff picture. They're only 6 points behind Washington, but they're only 5 ahead of last place Carolina. So it is really jumbled, Bob. And you're right, the Penguins have played 51 games, more than anybody else. They need to keep this roll that they're on going, and it's a fabulous week this week. Tomorrow night with San Jose, then Friday night Washington comes in. Saturday they go to New Jersey for a good game, and then a week from tomorrow night the Fleury homecoming game. This next 8 days ought to be very interesting. Pretty
amazing how things have gone in the Eastern Conference. When you look at it, essentially the other side of the bracket here with the Atlantic Division is pretty well set. 3 teams are going to all make the playoffs. The other teams are just too far behind now. You have Tampa Bay, lodged as the number 1 team. That's not going to be changed in many ways. Boston's right behind them, although significantly. And then you have Toronto behind them. And then Detroit is 16 behind Toronto. So essentially, Ron, you have those teams determined. It seems like all 5 teams are going to make it, or 5 teams will make it from the Metropolitan Division. The top 3, and then the 2 wild cards most likely will come from the Metro.
No, but it's a battle to finish even in the top 5. I mean, there's no guarantees. You win a couple, all of a sudden things look great, and you're in a great spot. You lose a couple, now all of a sudden you're on the outside looking in. That's what I said, 8-3. They're finally playing better at home. Those 2 wins last week, very impressive. They need to keep it going because there's no guarantees here by any stretch.
One news came out today about Jaromir Jagr, who cleared waivers, which means nobody selected him after Calgary released him. For all intents and purposes, his career fabulously done. At age 45 is over. He's gone back home to play for a team he actually owns in Kladno, his hometown. But when you talk about Jaromir Jagr, you're talking about a guy who is just, how many years? 27 years in this league, Ron. He's second only to Wayne Gretzky. An amazing accomplishment for a guy who is passionate about hockey and still is.
Yeah, I mean, still in great physical shape, but Father Time has beaten everybody, no matter how great you are. It sounds like he's done in the NHL. He'll always be remembered as one of the all-time greats, and a freak of nature to be able to play as long as he has and as well as he has. The points and goals and games he's put together. And if he hadn't been over in Russia, what was he there, 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah.
Would be even that much more. The numbers would be even more staggering. To me, I would put him 3rd greatest Penguin of all time. You could argue that. You could argue he's 3A, Malkin's 3B. I mean, I'm right now Lemieux and Crosby are clear 1 and 2, and then whoever you want to put 3.
Pretty amazing. Gordie Howe, when you look at his career at age 45, had 31 goals in the WHA. He was still playing hockey into his 50s, and he had 15 goals as a 51-year-old in the NHL. We'll talk more about that with you. We also want to get your take on Kevin Stallings and the University of Pittsburgh right now. Still 0-9 in ACC play, but regardless how you look at it, it's a tough situation. And some people believe that he should pay the price for that, and there should be a change. We'll talk about it with Ron and with you after the break. It's 412-575-2600. Let us know what you think about those stories and many more right here on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.